In Snitch app news.
Snitch app?
Snitch app. Submitted by Freedom Fries. China is launching an app that tells you if you are within 500 yards of someone in debt.
What?
That's some Ray Bradbury shit, right?
No, they're like, get away from me, you owe money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why does that matter?
So they are trying to encourage these people
To shun them?
to report them. To report them.
To report them?
Yeah.
Aren't you already reported if you're in debt?
If you're on the app, yeah.
Yeah. So they encourage these people. So let's say you have this app, right?
Yeah.
And then it gives you a notification like, oh, this person near you is in debt. So then they want me to go up to that person if they look like they're capable of repaying and just be like,
Hey, loser.
you need to pay your debt.
Oh my god.
So they're letting citizens be like the debt collectors.
Yeah.
Much.
They're being your little aunties and
That's
uncles.
so fucking Asian nosy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's as nosy Asian as you can get, dude. That happens at Korean churches and fucking Asian churches all the time. What the fuck?
You know, they're going through like Black Mirror kind of shit right now, where
Credit.
They've got that people rating system too.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you did somebody wrong, or like you cheated somebody or whatever, you could rate them, and everybody has a Yelp review on them.
Yeah, they're saying that the reason why they're doing that is for an alternative. So it's an alternative system to assess whether people can pay off loans, rent houses, or even send their.
It's like their credit score. Yeah.
Because not a lot of people have access to traditional banks, is what they say.
But people are fallible. Like, someone can lie about you. You cannot like a restaurant and then give it 1 star, even though it just deserves like 1 tick down.
And a gang of 20 people can come up and just rate rate you bad.
Yeah. Or like, do this for us, or we're gonna leave some bad reviews. You're not a nice person. He wouldn't do this for us.
Yeah, it's just a very flawed system because it's based on you thinking that every human is going to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's not going to happen.
Well, and your own, you are your own like moral marker.
Yeah.
It depends on how good you are and how you view other people.
I mean,
Because you
they
could be a
wanted it.
shitbag, huh?
I think they wanted to throw away Confucius and all the other Buddhism and all that stuff and become communists with no culture or ideals. So now that's what they're dealing with. Is like there was a system, and then they burned all those books.
That's so weird because even that always played back to like filial piety, I guess, like working for the family, working towards society structure. So it seemed like it's always a good idea to like have a religious or like social belief system that ties back into your government if you want to. So they already had that.
Well, when they had the Cultural Revolution, is like they consider all that stuff old world. So they burned all that stuff, and so there's a huge cultural separation or disconnect from mainland Chinese and Chinese Americans or Chinese Australians or whatever. They don't see eye to eye because of the people that stayed there with communist education and all that stuff. They weren't encouraged to push on the culture. Yeah, in that sense. So, I mean, because of that, we have cultural differences between us and like new mainland Chinese. Like, we don't get them. We just don't. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
What's the problem if I poo in somebody else's yard?
exactly. I mean, not all of them, but yeah, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like,
What's the problem? I'm not in debt. I'm a shit in your yard.
You're the one in debt, asshole.
Yeah. Take that. Low credit score.
but even your dad said, right? Like when, because he escaped communist China,
China, yeah.
and when he goes, we're like, he's like, that's not the same China that I knew.
It's not.
Yeah. And I think it's exactly that. Like, they threw away all those codes of what made that culture a culture.
Yeah, like my parents, so they're like both different kinds of Chinese. My mom's Taiwanese and my dad's from China. So he grew up in communist China where they threw like all the Confucianist ideals away. So when they had me, they were discussing, so my dad speaks Cantonese and then my mom speaks Mandarin, and then they're discussing like what should be the main language at home because they're both learning each other's languages.
Sure.
And they decided to go with Mandarin because at least Taiwan still held on to the old Confucianist cultures, and so it's like a sophisticated system. Versus my dad's like, I'm cultureless. Wow. So like he's like, I'm pretty much like the savage barbarian. with no culture. So like if we at least can learn your language, then we'll learn your ideals, like how to bow to people, like elders eat first. Like there's this entire world that's already pre-constructed.
And what's
Bart
ironic?
took all those ideals and he threw it away.
Yes, you beat me. I was like, that's the ironic part. You ended up being a fucking
completely
barbarian.
fucking failed, dude.
I'm aware of all of it.
So now you just have shame
I can
built
blend
in.
in anytime I want. I just choose not to.
I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah, thank
I've
you.
never seen somebody cut a birthday cake with their hands. Unless they were fucking 2 years old,
What are you
dude.
talking about?
Or if he grabs your pasta with his bare hands.
I know, dude. This was like, you want some of my banana?
That hurts. That hurts to watch.
It tastes better that way.
No, it does not, dude.
You end up like mushing a lot of the middle. No, you just pinch the bottom end.
That's what he does, dude.
When he has to pee, that's what he does.
He'll ask to taste your banana like this. He goes, oh, I want to taste your banana. And he just sticks it right in the middle like this, and he goes,
Oh,
and he gives it back to you.
Dirtiest hands.
With his dirtiest hands ever.
it's like, when were you in sand? It's like, oh, no.
Dude, it's so gritty.
Yeah, dude.
All right, but
Just dip
anyway,
them in salt.
back to this debt collector
Yeah.
app. This is what it looks like.
Give me back my money.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god.
Oh, it's like a radar.
It's within 500 yards.
It's a submarine and shit. What the fuck?
Don't these people that have
It's like an 80s action movie, dude.
I know.
Enhance.
hearing it's coming closer.
I know.
Don't these
Here,
people
Steven's
with
like, oh.
don't these people with the app though have better shit to worry about?
Right?
No, they don't.
Not if you're Asian.
God
Like, who
damn.
can I talk shit to today? Oh, 5 people. Nice.
Is that all the app does? It just looks for people with bad debt?
Yeah.
There's no reward system?
And then what happens? Yeah, I was about to ask that. Do they get like points? Cause like I talked to this guy and I told him bad boy.
They
get a
don't.
badge?
They don't mention that.
You
But
gotta like work this into a mobile game. Like I play the Final Fantasy one, and I'm like, if that gave me in-game currency, I would absolutely rat on my friends.
true.
Because you know what would be cool if this was like a peer-to-peer lending thing, and then like you use everyone that's on this app, you lend each other money, and then
That sounds sketchy already.
They already can't repay their debt.
no.
He's saying we use the same
everyone here, like, let's
features.
say we all download this app, right?
Same way.
We all download this app, and then we lend each other money, and then let's say like I don't pay you back, but then only you know that. But now everybody on the app knows my borrowing history.
But
And
that's
it's
what-
like-
that's what
and
it
it's
is.
shaming.
I don't want anybody all
Isn't it the same thing?
like that ever.
No, I was wondering if they do that, where they actually lend money on the
I
app,
see.
because that would be pretty
All
cool.
they say is that this is like the Chinese authorities have developed this app to tell people, other citizens of people that are nearby that are in
Because you
debt,
know what would be cool?
to shame them to pay their debt back.
I mean, does that mean
Logic is
does that
wild.
mean that pedophiles are not as like they're not afraid of pedophiles? They're afraid of people that are in debt. More
Yeah,
than
because this
pedo-
looks
you know,
like the neighborhood watch. Like,
Yeah, because they have this in the States. If your neighbor's like a sex offender or whatever, it's like all these dots, right? By the way, you know what's cool is Monterey Park is clear of a lot of sex offenders. Yeah, it's like all this fucking red, and then you just see Monterey Park.
But
God,
if
we're
you have,
never leaving.
yeah, but if you have an app that says fucking car accidents, it's just gonna be
It's only Monterey Park.
Everything else is clear.
it's like tax evasion, fucking boom. It's like all big. So they all got their fucking caveats.
That's crazy.
I'd rather be around people who evade tax and get in car accidents than freaking sexual
That's true.
predators.
True, man. Pick your poison, dude.
Yup.
is the app mandatory? Because if like the NSA was like, we've got a new app for you to download, it'd be like, you can stop there. I'm
There's
not
some
gonna.
fucking uppity ass people though that are so self-righteous that they know the right way, and everyone else needs to be fucking doing the stuff the way that they do it. That they can't wait. They're like salivating to just start telling on
Some
me.
people are just fucking assholes. They just want to do. Oh, dude, when I was traveling to Houston, there was a fucking lady who, the flight attendant told the lady, you can't put your bag. If you're in the front seat, you can't put your bag under the seat. You have to put it in the overhead bin. And she told her, and then she comes up and she goes, "Ma'am, make sure that you put your thing in the overhead bin." She goes, "What? What's the problem?" Like, what in the fuck? Like, people just want to. They're just so
fight or
They're
something.
just like up. They feel like they have the right to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate that shit.
And some people, they think that everything's a personal attack.
Yeah.
So she was just trying to lay out a policy, and she was like, "Oh, you want to fuck with me?" It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then her boyfriend was being an asshole too, because she was like from Southwest and she's doing like jokes and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, real funny, real funny."
Oh my god.
Making fun of the lady.
Garbage humans.
And then, you know, like for me, like I was on the other side. I don't think I really would have said anything, but it was just kind of like other people were kind of like staring at them, like, come on, like stop being a fucking asshole. But it's like, what the fuck are you doing? What does that do for you, jackass? You know?
I was at the San Antonio airport, and this is like one time when there was a hall monitor that I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is dope. But like, there was these like college kids or whatever, but they were eating and they were making a fucking mess, like all over, like trash on the floor, crumbled up food, all this shit, right? And then this big ass bald white dude, right? He was just sitting there and he was staring at him and he's like, "Where's your manners, boy?" And I was like, "Whoa, shit!" And then he's like, "I will fuck you up." And then he scared the fucking daylights out of those kids. They were like, "Oh shit!" And then they started cleaning up. He's like, and then he got up and he came back and he goes, "If I fucking see some trash, I swear to God, I'll fuck you up." Like he said something along those lines, and I was just like, "Wow, that is some good shit." Like, God, that's dope.
That's the presence of a lion, dude. Because if I said the same thing, they would have threw fucking pie in my face, dude. "Where's your manners, children?" And it right in my face and just slides right down like this.
I don't know. There was like a fatherly attitude to it too, because he looked like a coach of some sort. Like he used to be athletic or something.
Oh, I don't got that.
Yeah, and I was just like, damn. And I was like, that's dope, man.
We were at the UFC where we were at, and then there's like there's a bunch of dudes that came in front of us, and so we kind of blocked the view. And then I was like, in my mind, I'm like, God damn it, can you just like get lower or whatever? But the guy that was sitting to the diagonal of me was like, "Can you guys stand any taller?" They're like, "Oh shit, my bad." Yeah. And they all went down. It was fun. Like all his remarks were always like extremely sarcastic, so it made you laugh, but also let you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's a good combo.
I've never seen people that are like 6'8". That was pretty funny.
I'm like a bad combination of like I'm too polite, so it makes you definitely not want to do the thing. I'm just like, "Hey guys, I'm so sorry to like be that guy and like bug you, but like if it's not too much trouble at all,
Fuck
like,
you, bro."
It is kind of okay. All right, thank you."
You just annoyed them to death? That's fucking tight, dude. You just come up to them, "Hey guys, so have you guys heard of Jehovah's Witnesses?" So they're just like, "No, we're okay. No, I just want to talk to you about the gospel, please." They just start going,
Got some good news. Backfires.
Oh, that would suck though.
I don't know how to confront in the middle. I'm like you, like I'm
0 to
just
100.
really polite because I don't like it when people tell me what to do either.
Sure.
So I'm just like I just don't want to make it their thing. But if they take the kindness for weakness, then I immediately snap.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
accent.
What the hell you think I am?
Motherfuck you, fuck you, shit, bitch!